I'll tell you what, the old music on that countdown was so much
Yeah, I
better.
really like that music.
I don't know what they wanted to do, but whatever their decision was, it was wrong. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. I'm excited for this conversation.
Yeah. We've been talking about this for
A week.
two weeks now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we got a lot to talk about. There's so much shit that has happened in video games over the last just 2 weeks alone. We had um we had Crimson Desert get released, then we had Windrose get released, then the other day we had the Galaxy Showcase, which I had you ever heard of that? Yeah. So from what I can tell, I think that's the first thing we'll kind of go over. We'll leave the meat of Crimson Desert and Windrose till later. But from what I can tell, it's sort of an indie game showcase, but they're not indie studios in the sense of like Windrose's studio would not have been there. Pearl Abyss might have been there. But like it's a higher class indie, I think.
Yeah, like indie with capital type of.
Yes, exactly. Something that they've done before. People know who they are. That the showcase can say, and the new game from
Right.
People go, oh, and then begin.
Sure,
That's kind of what it sounds like.
We're not talking about Jack and John in their garage,
Yes, yeah. This isn't. This is not the beginning of Lamborghini or Ferrari. This is about 3 years later.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we'll dive into the showcase. Let me just say hello to Marianne. How you doing? We got a couple lurkers as well. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday, and I hope we all survived the insanity of last night. You hear about that?
The shooting?
Yeah.
I did.
It's completely just fucking wild. Oh, we'll watch this as well. Let me bookmark that.
Yeah, nothing new. Some violence from the tolerant left.
The very tolerant left.
Yeah.
Fucking just wild. And now they're pushing more gun control. So this is the Galaxy Showcase. We're gonna play through it. Obviously, kind of skipping through the bullshit. It's indies. There's a lot of it, but it does seem like there's some pretty cool diamonds in the rough in this.
Is this all primarily PC games? I would think so, but
I think so, but I can't imagine that there won't be Xbox or PlayStation games in here as well.
Sure.
Let me turn it down a little bit, and I'm gonna cut that music. Okay.
Sorry, I need to.
So, of course.
Okay.
Start with this.
Starting with this. I can't wait.
Give me that M60, man. I'll just sit on the side of a chopper and play Fortune and Stun all night.
I love how misleading they are, like making it look like it's like your normal FPS Call of Duty Battlefield game, and then people draws their interest. Then
people are gonna buy this. Yeah, people are gonna buy this, and they're gonna get their asses handed.
Yeah.
I've literally only played like an hour of this game.
To video games. I'm your host, Jane.
Wait, you got onto the early beta?
No. Sorry, I've only played an hour of the original one. Now I did watch.
So I've logged 4 hours than you. I didn't know that.
Yeah. No, I've not. And part of the reason is I'm not a big fan of the movement. The movement in the original one is just too like 6 days for me.
I understand. I appreciate the difference. I love how I like that it's not a run and gun. It's almost. I mean, you can almost categorize that game in the strategy.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree, and I've watched Dave and Rob play. I've watched Jim play it. It's very much so a strategic shooter.
Yeah,
this one feels like it's going to be a little bit more of that run and gun, but with the strat. And honestly, it also feels like the sort of thing where you're going to need to do more than just talk to the people in your immediate vicinity. This is another one of those 4-player games that you just run around and do stuff until the game's over.
I don't know. I feel like you get a lot of your teammates pissed off still, just doing that. Because having.
Sorry, I was talking about literally this game.
Oh, this game?
Yeah, this is another one of those 4+ player games where you just run around and do silly things. But yeah, back to Vietnam. With this one, just from watching a little bit, feels like it is a lot more of a. Not only do you need to be communicating with the people in your immediate area, do you need to be communicating with command, but you got to be communicating with the chopper pilots. You got to be communicating with your tanks. I mean, seems like there's going to be a whole lot more chain of command in this game. I think that sounds awesome.
And you have to have a baseline understanding of what class system you're using. All that
exactly. I'm going gunner all the time.
I went. I forgot the name of the tanker. I guess the guy who would go around fixing the equipment and stuff.
Engineer.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they maintain the same name of the other types of classes.
Yeah, I found, at least personally, that's the only success. I stuck with one class, and just after about the 10th game, I was able to start getting kills.
It's a huge learning curve.
Yeah.
Mash, what's up, man? How you doing?
Yeah, and people take that game seriously. Like, if you're screwing off and not doing what your class is for, they'll absolutely call you out. Like, bro, where are you? Why aren't you here helping? It's not.
Which is why I need to just be some standard form of support that's just a little bit off to the side. I can't.
Yeah. I'll say how high.
yeah. Exactly. I like that. You tell me to jump, I'll tell you how high I'll jump.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm gonna use that, man.
When you boot the game up.
Everything. I'll boot the game up. I'll find out who my squad leader is, and I'll go, look, man, here's the deal. You tell me to jump, I'll tell you how high.
It's probably going to be Jim or Rob, because they know the most about
it. They're the only ones that I put up with my bullshit.
Yeah.
This, I'm not sure what this is. But it looks chaotic as shit.
It looks chaotic. This doesn't really look like my style. So a lot going on there. Some melee, some magic. Some
it feels a little bit like Doom. Like chaotic wise. Not it's Atomic Heart.
Leah. What have you done?
I peeked over the veil, and there was no sky.
There's a spectre haunting the fiefdom of London Star.
Yeah, this is definitely not my
I'm
style.
just going to go ahead and say that this is a skip for me.
The mind grows parched when each.
It's probably going to be Jeremy's favorite game of the year.
What if I fail? Anyone who.
No, they're not. It's an American-looking man, not Japanese swing. Glass House.
This is a skip. We don't have to watch this one.
My army.
Here's another one.
I'm not side scroller fan at all.
No, I'm not either. Music game. Here's Jeremy's game.
Are you joking or?
I don't know. You tell me. I mean, it's semi, I guess, cute, but I think it's just going to be another survival game, but you're a witch instead. Familiars. What do you think, Damian? You think if I buy this for you, you'll play it?
I'm good.
That's just rude. Witch Spire. No, that one. Okay. I see they saved their one interesting thing till the very end.
Whether you're looking for survival gameplay, creature collecting,
Okay.
or just a good old-fashioned adventure, Witchspire has you covered with its co-op open world.
Right here.
Of games, the developers behind Until Dawn and The Quarry comes.
I think this is one of the ones I'm interested in.
Directive 8020. The game launches May 12th. Here's everything you need to know before boarding the mission to save humanity. You control 5 pioneering astronauts as they embark into the dark abyss of space, hunted by an alien organism capable of mimicking its prey.
Yeah, I have seen this.
Make branching plot lines, split-second QTEs, and impossible choices. Directive 8020's gameplay dials up the horror even more, introducing stealth mechanics where exploration can be fatal. Another brand new feature, Turning Points, allows players to revisit each point of the game and alter their choices to experience different
Abandon.
Never trust them.
Your mission. Pre-orders are open across PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and now Steam. For a limited time only, order now and receive the digital deluxe upgrade at no additional cost.
This is intriguing. Mostly because of I love space games.
Sure, yeah.
Have you watched anyone play this yet?
Some falls don't begin in this.
So
way.
Jay and Wicked played it, and it looks fun, dude. I think it's like $8 too.
Welcome to public transit, bub.
It didn't seem like much at first. Wasn't even sure it was a case.
This, Mr. Pepper, is the big one.
Something within me.
Is this from Disney?
Instinct, baby.
No. So because Steamboat Willie is in public domain now, they're able to use the old style of Steamboat Willie to make stuff.
Get some solid evidence, and we'll get to the bottom of this in no time.
This case was more trouble than it was worth. But, well, trouble is what I do.
So IGN gave it like a 6 and kept complaining about the cheese puns.
I suggest you take a seat. First things
Yeah,
first.
it's not. That doesn't seem like it's up my alley, so I'll probably pass up on it.
Happy, they may kick you out of the next election, whereas your colleagues, they may decide to do so tonight. Good luck, Prime Monster.
We got the world premiere of Construction Simulator.
Hey there, Construction Simulator fans. I'm Renee from Balkenbauer, and today I have a very special message for all of you.
You love your simulator games.
I do.
I know.
So this one's a little different from the Roadcraft ones.
And realistic construction simulation
but
experience possible.
Obviously this is
Along the
real.
way, we
But
worked hard,
the
faced
game
challenges,
itself looks
sweated
pretty
over
cool.
Details, patched countless things.
Bro, I swear to God,
continuously expanded
if you
the
play
scope
this
of
and then
new
start
brands
coming at me
and
about you
features.
understanding
And in the end, we achieved
construction
something
or
really
electrical or plumbing, I'm gonna fucking
No. I have a 10,000 foot view understanding of electrical based off of running electrical work in a shed that my dad and I built. But that's it.
Today, I'm beyond excited to unveil the next chapter in the
No, I will
construction
say a
simulator
simulator like
franchise.
this could be
The
interesting
biggest
for
leap
people
we have
like
ever
that want to
taken
go
with
into
the series.
construction
So,
management.
let's get
college.
to work.
If they had you have to log 20,000 hours or something. Not that much, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just to understand if it's realistic at least, if the simulator's realistic.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? Did you ever play the Tonka games?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the Tonka PC games. Yeah, right?
Now.
Wow, they didn't really give us a lot of
Grab your hard hats,
gameplay.
everyone. Construction Simulator Evolution delivers a huge suite of new features, including demolition, manual.
Demolition. Gee, I'm sure no one's going to build some giant skyscrapers and demolish them with explosives.
Yeah.
You know what we ought to do? Because we do these a lot. Whenever there's a showcase, I feel like you and I always review them. Mm-hmm. We all start just taking a list and give that list to Jeremy of all the games he needs to go look for. Because this is one of the games he needs to go look at.
I was going to say, like, this one doesn't look at, like, the last...
No, this one's bad.
Yeah, I was obviously joking before, but this absolutely seems like something you love. Just not my style, again.
It's a little old God of War style, not like color palette and all that kind of stuff, but style.
No, style and game mechanics, absolutely.
Game mechanics, that's the word. World premiere.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 party games. Number 10, Party Pack 328. You know what? Let's just skip this part.
Yeah, she said it exactly. Let's just skip this part.
Experience. Introducing Mojo Party. Packed with
party
challenges.
No. You don't get to make a Watch Mojo video game.
A what?
It's a Watch Mojo video game.
I don't even know what Watch Mojo is.
You don't know what Watch Mojo is? Oh, dude. I mean, let's do an actually interesting one. The fuck is this shit, guys? Are you playing a game?
Can you hear that?
Yeah, what is that?
I didn't want to leave the stream. Can I turn it off? It's my
Yeah, all good. It was kind of nice. Let's see. So this is Watch Mojo.
It's actually really annoying my TV. When you don't click anything, you just leave it on home screen. It'll start playing jazz. And I'm like,
really? So this is Watch Mojo. They've been doing this for 20 years now.
Watch Mojo. And today, we're counting down our picks for the most underrated or simply less popular covers that deserve more recognition.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah. So that's what they are. I can't believe you didn't know what they were.
Nope.
The Legion's march to silence.
Is this a tower? It is a tower destroyer. Cool.
Defense alone.
The thing that's going to suck about this is going to cost money, and tower destroyers are one of those games that should never really cost any money. Like these are flash games. Let's be honest.
How much money do they normally cost?
I mean, I would say anything more than $8 is going to be too much.
New powers.
Let's see if Steam's got it up yet.
Gaining in strength as we remember what was lost. In the gloom across the isles, the Imperial Eternal schemes. Today, we take the fight to them. Today.
Yeah, like, do you remember that Penguin game? It was super popular when we were like 10.
He'll live.
He went dark for 12 seconds.
Oh no, it's okay. So it's the demo's free.
That's why we're paying you.
Hey, you keep pushing him like this, he's gonna stop being a person.
He's a bounty hunter.
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely gonna cost money. No, I don't know what game you're talking about. Penguin game. The monkey game?
No, Club Penguin. Did you ever play that?
Oh no, I never played Club Penguin.
That was free back in the day, like back when we were kids. But
yeah,
I brought that up because like nowadays a game like that would probably be like they'd probably cost, they'd make you pay for that for something like that.
You'd have a monthly subscription, or selling a whole lot of your data.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is honestly probably what they were doing back then.
Hey, you ever think about what happens when he figures this out?
He doesn't need to.
Side scroller. 8-bit side scroller too.
Nah, side scrollers and top downs need to just.
Yeah,
I'm sorry if you like them. They need to either stay in the arcades or just let them die out.
Hey there, sweetheart.
And it always annoys me when they're, when they're priced at like full-blown games.
Are there side scrollers that are costing $60 or more?
50. I've seen ones that cost 50.
Overtime serves up another helping of fast, violent action in just a couple of.
I think this one. Okay. So this one, I'm very intrigued by this one. It's called. I actually have it written down here. Spacecraft is what it's called, and truly, to me, it looks like a real-looking version of what's that? No Man's Sky.
Welcome, Pioneer. Time to join the great galactic expansion.
I mean, there was already that one beta that's been in for like 12 years. Star Citizen.
Squadron 42.
No, Star Citizen.
Star Citizen. Okay.
Because that basically Starfield tried to market it as the same exact type of game.
Yeah.
I think Star Citizen basically just pocketed all the money from the open beta.
It seems almost like it. Like,
I don't think they're really updating it regularly, and
it's going to be a very interesting lawsuit.
Will change the galaxy for all.
Because if there's any actual prime investors behind that game, I feel like they're pissed right now.
They should be.
Yeah.
Early access May 20th. Yeah, can some of this shit come out at the end of the year? I got too much shit.
Exile has finally ended for you.
That game actually looks pretty interesting, but
doesn't it?
For your return.
Definitely.
After all this time.
Go on.
It looked like we had in-atmosphere flight and space to planet uninterrupted flight.
Looked like it, but that could be deceiving as well.
Yeah.
I'm not too into the whole just space travel, mine, and then build your camp or whatever.
Give me an actual story.
And then also I'd like a little bit of action mixed in there. Because if it's just going to be like a futuristic space mining simulator, I'm not really my style.
No, I get that.
Ooh. That didn't look great. Is it me, or does this look like it's a game from like 2010?
It looks like it's a combination of 99, 2010, and today.
I think it's like a stylistic.
Oh, yeah.
As Northgard lies in ruins in the
Did you play Northgard?
Ragnarok.
So this is I think it's a another version of the game. I don't think it's like a continuation of the story or anything, because I don't think Northgard has a story.
Yeah, I just really don't like games like this.
Yeah.
You're into strategy games, though, right?
Yeah, but not this kind. This is like Clash of Clans.
Yeah.
And I'm just not. I was never a Clash of Clanner. Never been a big Klansman.
As faith shapes us.
Beg to differ, but
fuck you, man.
That other room you have that you don't show.
Hey, now stop that. Don't tell people about that.
With tactical city building. Our Steam event page to claim leadership.
Yeah, the SPLC pays me money every month.
Next, we have a very exciting announcement for fans of P-Cube's cozy RPG, Kitaria Fables. It must be time for another world premiere.
Far across the endless ocean lies the Arcadero Peninsula and the peaceful haven of Whitewall.
I guess we were
While life
due an era of, or at least a year or two, of just a lot of color. Because a lot of the games we've been getting recently are just browns and grays.
Yeah, fair, but I mean, I don't know. Like 80% of these games we've seen are things that I would be excited to play when I was again like 10 years old.
Yeah, which I mean is probably the goal of some of these places, some of these studios. Their whole thing is they need to get kids, not in like a bad way most of the time, I think.
No,
but that they want to get kids into gaming early so that they've got us when we're 30, like you and I are.
Yeah.
31. Nah.
Yeah, I'm not excited about this.
The end of
What's with this thing where they want to like go back to the old?
I think they're easy to make, man, and people some of these studios just want to throw something out. This one's interesting. I think this might be like a split fiction type game.
What the hell happened? What's going on here? Is this me?
An echo. An iteration of yourself compressed into our own dimension. Once it has reached the end of its path, it should loop back to the beginning and repeat its actions. That was flawlessly timed. Now, how creative is our flexible genius feeling today?
So it's obviously heavy puzzle focused, but
Yes, yeah, very puzzle, which is kind of why it reminds me of Split Fiction. But it kind of looks like it's a single player Split Fiction.
What do we have here? Is this me?
I had no idea you had such a penchant for theatrics.
Farewell. Iteration.
One step at a time. And Bale?
I wonder what the different colors will end up needing.
Maybe order
or attempt.
Oh yeah,
order.
I mean that honestly, that's the most like stream worthy game that I think I've seen so far today, because that looks like something that people are gonna want to just watch you scream at the computer when you mess it. When you get like 9 different things, order of events. You mess up the 9th one.
Yeah.
That runs on schedule.
Oh.
One driver with nothing to fear.
All right, this looks like something.
It's Bus Simulator. Nah, so I don't do Bus Simulator.
Why? You did trucking.
Yeah, but that was different because that you had to like, get over dead trees, pull yourself along places. This is just driving a bus.
Always finds him.
Dude, this is wild. Watch this.
Is he really gonna do
Just another drive.
The girl praying.
On the road.
He's a pro.
The guy looking back.
our everyday hero, here to make sure every day stays the same. When every stop matters.
Dude, I need a TV show with shit. Who's the guy who writes Gemstones and Vice Principals?
Oh, God, why am I forgetting it? Dude with the
Danny McBride. I need a TV show with Danny McBride as the bus driver.
Genre. As well as offering a fully licensed fleet of authentic buses, you'll get to see
That
each
would be
district evolve into a
awesome.
more vibrant, pedestrian-friendly space.
Pedestrian-friendly space.
I thought Danny McBride wrote and directed all of those.
He might have, yeah. I'm pretty sure he did, actually. He's from South Carolina. That's why he always tries to film in Charleston.
What is this?
I think this is an update to World of Tanks.
It's just tank battles?
Yep.
I feel like this would be fun with like a group of 4 to 6
And
people.
about 4 or 5 beers deep.
Yeah, exactly. Just jump in and start going ham.
Ah, welcome. You must be our new hotel
Okay.
manager. We're currently carrying out your latest designs. In many locations. Wait.
He said.
Dude, I'm pretty sure I'm getting this.
Please.
Kill him. Kill Jerry.
They never told us what Gallipoli looks like.
Rocky hills, rocky beaches, like home, with less rain and more Turks.
So this is a video game based off the Gallipoli campaign. So while the Brits were getting shelled in the Somme during World War I, Churchill had this idea to open up a second front in Gallipoli. And had it worked, and it should have worked, they probably would have ended America probably wouldn't have even ended up getting involved. But they the Admiralty sat too long on sitting the forces over there, and the Turks got wind of it and showed up and just wiped them out. It was a horrible. It's almost as bad as Market Garden.
Hmm.
But it looks. I mean, I think it looks pretty cool. The Caribou Trail.
You're gonna have a busy summer.
I do. It's so fucking stressful.
Oh no!
Oh no! Video game.
Hey, better having a backlog than it being completely dry for 2
Yeah,
days.
which has been a problem for me for probably about 5 years, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm sort of intrigued by this. So I've really kind of gotten back in Factorio, which kind of makes me really interested in mining games again. And this looks like something that could be interesting to me.
Yeah.
I doubt this is a U game.
No, this is.
Yeah.
Strategy games, I think, are a niche. Personally, I know a lot of people like them, but I don't know. I just never been into them.
No, I get it. Oh. Wall World Strategy. Yeah. Playtest now on Steam. Hey! Breezy for 2 says, Hail Kings! And the other guy. Hail, Breezy.
I think we're on a roll here. I think every stream I'm on with you, that's what he does.
Honestly, it's pretty funny. What was that game called? Wall something? Wall World Strategy.
Yeah, I
Where's
agree. That was whack.
Join the playtest.
Fine folks who brought us the fantastic blueprints. Let's take a look at this brand new atmospheric sci-fi adventure.
Oh.
I wake up.
Yeah, see, I knew it.
What'd you say?
I said, I'm pretty sure every time I'm on, he says the other guy. That's funny.
I think I've heard of this game before.
Their tools in place. Their voices. Only recordings. And there's all the phenomena where space and time have stretched and teared. It is all connected somehow.
Good sport.
Yeah, all good,
The
buddy.
K9 unit is the only thing that keeps track. It holds the pieces to a story I still don't understand. And until I do, I'll wake up again. And again. And again.
I'm gonna send that to Wicked and say she should look into that. Rivage.
I'm not gonna lie, like none of these games really seem on my interest list, other than maybe the that World War I game and Vietnam.
Yeah. So Vietnam, that I think that spacecraft game, depending on how they do it, I think will be interesting for you. What's this?
Initiating emergency landing procedure.
It's gonna be another 4-player game thing. Forever Skies. This is on my list of things that could be intriguing. But again, I think the thing that will make this fun is playing with people. I don't think this is the kind of thing that you would enjoy playing by yourself.
Is it shoot and loot?
I think so, but with like an investigative element. Like I think you're looking for something in this game. Build, research, survive, scavenge. So sort of, yeah.
And customize a high-tech airship with scavenged resources and explore a post-apocalyptic Earth. But enough about my hobbies. Forever Skies is available now on our Steam event page.
See you soon.
RuneScape.
Go, Kieran, now! Oren's waiting for you.
If Kieran is my name, who is Oren?
I have no idea why you would be looking for my Oren.
Oh, he's your husband.
Oh, this is the next part of a game. I forget what it's called.
My, it's going to be chaos.
Now we will head over live.
But what does he mean by sirens?
A reference to where the police go next, maybe?
Oh, no, of course. I'm such an idiot. You mean police sirens? Yes, of course. I was thinking of those creatures with fish fins.
That's because
What?
you live in a fantasy world. You live in a fantasy world. You live in a fantasy world. You live in a fantasy world.
Huh. Do you like horror games?
Not really.
Well, the plot thickens. That was the world premiere of the Act 2 story trailer for psychological...
not answering the phone anymore. I'm worried. You should go looking for her.
Hang on a second.
Answering the phone anymore.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. It kind of looked like.
Kind of looked like that for a second.
Yeah, it looked like some like AI things that they had fucked up the hands.
Well, the crew says void ancients tend to cut back and hide away.
Hide where? We're on a spaceship.
Where did you find that? Guns in here?
That's it.
What?
I'll run as a candidate. People must know.
You're way out of your line, taxi girl.
Are you ready to take off?
I am. Let's get out of this.
There was an Xbox showcase this week as well.
All right, we can skip this one, right?
Yeah. Let's see what this is.
There was an Xbox showcase?
Yeah. And I'm gonna go to the IGN page because it's got all the trailers, so we can just kind of jump instead of having to tap through.
This looks.
Is this isn't?
Wow.
This isn't Vietnam.
No, it's a whole new game.
Yeah, shit. So we got 2 of these.
This looks like World War II. No, can't be World War II. The guns aren't right.
80. Oh, I think this is 83. I think is the name of this game.
What war does it cover, or is it just?
I think it's just supposed to be some sort of like Eastern European conflict.
Sure.
Recoil looks good. Maps are kind of cool.
Looks kind of fun.
Yeah, 83. 23rd. It's what you call it's out now.
A new indie game by Mad About Pandas and Focus
Yeah,
Entertainment.
let's skip this one.
Releasing May 26th.
This is a Bandai Namco game, so it could be. That's Jeremy's game. There it is.
You'll need to level up and enhance your equipment.
Small little twink with big ass weapon running around.
I didn't say it.
Ready?
Now.
We all need to work together and help each other get out of this nightmare.
Okay. Let's come over here instead. Okay, so these are the games announced at the 2026 Xbox Showcase, which was 2 days ago. I didn't even know about this damn thing. I think we can skip. There are no ghosts at the Grand.
Oh, Breezy's. I like anime. I'm not too into those type of games.
Anime games. Yeah, I think we can skip this game. I don't think we need to at least watch the. Can I not? There we go. Yep. Vapor World. No idea. Narrative-driven Souls-like platformer game.
Perhaps you've seen it. Maybe in a dream. A sea deep within the mind. It is called the Vapor World.
So it's a side scroller?
Where am I?
Nah, I'm good. This looks kind of like it could be cool. Mistfall Hunter is a dark fantasy action extraction RPG.
Yeah, let's watch this one. Dark fantasy RPG. All my thinking here, really.
Extraction RPG.
Okay. Ooh, I like the design of that mage. Oh, that was.
Oh, you are.
I would say it doesn't look as refined as a AAA RPG.
The Extraction is what's got me though. Where's the Extraction?
That does look fun. So I'm either gonna have to just download it on Steam or get an Xbox.
Let's see. Arriving Xbox and Xbox on PC. So you can get it's gonna be on Game Pass.
Huh.
Pause. Starseeker. Anytime you put a game in space, I gotta take a look.
Bro. I don't think we have to take a look at this.
No, that's a fair point. That's a pretty fair point. Alphelion. I almost said no.
Personal log. Ariane Montclair reporting from Hope One. Exploration mission to Persephone.
She must have crashed her ship.
The ship is gone. We managed to escape.
Why? Because women can't drive? What are you saying, Caleb?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've lost contact with my crewmate Thomas Cross.
I guess he could have crashed it. Maybe they were having an argument.
Whether this planet can support life, whether it can save humanity from a decaying Earth.
He was probably a light year away, and she said, "Watch out!"
This mission.
Yeah.
This planet, it's far more hostile than anticipated. The weather shifts without warning. The terrain is sharp and forgiving. Thomas, where are you? I believed we'd face it together, side by side. I'm making my way across breathtaking landscapes and observing enigmatic phenomena. What a blast it would have been to study this planet together. Now, I'm climbing alone in stable terrain, braving magnetic storms, hoping to find you alive. I could tell that everything's fine, that I have everything under control. But you'd know I'd be
This
lying.
voice actress is definitely
The
a
truth
choice.
is, I'm terrified. I feel watched. Like Persephone knows we're here, like it never wanted us to be. I wonder if I'm ready for what we might discover.
We don't hit the planet.
Thomas, if you hear this message, I want you to know that I'm sorry. We said things we shouldn't have.
You were right.
I was right. I was fucking right.
So hold on. I'm coming.
Yeah, he probably gave her advice to make it easier to control the ship. And then she went off on him. Hey, it makes it easier if you grasp the clutch a little bit like this instead of what you're doing.
What are you talking about?
Stop mansplaining me.
Love song. Oh, I didn't like that. The first one. Albion Online.
Is it a woman in knight's gear?
Finally,
I think it was a dude.
Albion Online is coming to console. More adventure. More. Hang on. What's that glowing crypt thing?
Sorry.
The crypt thing. Fancy a quick look.
What about the script?
Open on a mysterious crypt thing. A world
What
of
the hell is
incredible
this?
environment.
What the shit? Is it 1990?
Against unyielding enemies.
Never felt so alive.
Somebody wants us to play D&D.
One rift glaive, please. Take this. And this. This place has everything.
Can we get back to the trailer now?
Hunt dangerous animals.
Watch out!
Yeah, what are we
Travel
watching
exotic
right now?
lands. Exploring, Kathy. I'm exploring.
I swear, this sounds like it's supposed to be like a
Are they gonna show an
D&D
actual
type
video
game.
You might be right. It might be a role playing. Or
It's definitely a role playing. But like, are we gonna see gameplay?
Fight.
There it is.
Battles. Gather, craft, and trade.
Looks too much like Fortnite
with your
for me.
friends.
Partner.
Looking for something.
Is that Shad?
Go fishing. Build a home. Raise animals.
Yeah, that's gonna be a no for me.
What is this?
Turbo Wildcard tells me that's probably not going to be great.
Yeah, we don't have to full screen it. We just stick through a little bit of it.
Literally what my
God,
thought was
please.
exactly.
Yeah.
Help us, sinful children
Nah, we're good.
of the average Italian.
Sci-fi. It's a card game.
Nah, we're good. I don't even think we need to look at that either, or that.
New RV there yet?
Did you play this one?
No, I keep meaning to. I need to call some people and be like, guys, we need to play this.
It's disgusting. Canned nuggets.
Right?
These are the foods that I like. Carbonara, lasagna, polenta.
Plastic wrapped burgers. How you doing, shit?
Dude's crushing a beer.
I adore you. Parmigiano Reggiano.
This song?
Right? They're all smoking. He's literally heading right there, right?
Pecorino Romano.
So this is just, it's coming to Xbox. So it's already on Steam. Cancel. I'm good.
Nah, I'm good too. Oh, solo leveling? Wasn't that a Amazon Prime thing? That video game anthology series? Remember that?
Secret level.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm going to skip that. And that.
Yeah.
And that.
And that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that. And that.
Jeez.
Furry. A lot of furries on this.
Xbox, what the fuck are you doing, guys? That was it.
What's the Delta Force game?
I think this is a trailer.
I've got an ace in the hole.
Is this Call of Duty?
Nah, it's Delta Force.
We're not done here.
Nah. I mean, we don't got it.
Did you really think we're just here to
Yeah, it's pretty dumb that they would hang on. That they would make they would make a Delta Force game, pretend that it's this incredible GWAT FPS game, and then throw dumbass shit like that skin on the gun.
I thought the same thing because Delta Force are absolutely badasses.
Yeah, so nothing that was like, blow your socks off incredible. Nah. That 83 game looks pretty good.
Yeah,
the
definitely.
Forever Skies thing is intriguing. Spacecraft and the Caribou Trail are the only other ones that I've got written down.
I'd say the only thing that was 100% for me is Vietnam, which I've already we've already been looking at for months now.
Absolutely.
So it's time to get into our meat and potatoes.
Yeah. So which one do you want to start with first, left or right?
Well, we can go with Windrose. I'm kind of interested to see what you think about it thus far.
Yeah.
Because we're going to spend a lot of time on the other topics.
Mm-hmm. So, Windrose, have you? Did you play the demo?
I didn't play the demo, but I've been watching gameplay, and it actually does look fun. The kind of tutorial in quotations, of getting all your shit set up seemed a little annoying to me, but.
So the most annoying thing is like learning what you need in the keys, because this isn't a controller game. You need to play on your mouse and keyboard. You can play using your controller, but it's just easier to do mouse and keyboard. I got a lot of really funny things to say about it, because the ship-to-ship combat is extremely similar to Skull and Bones. And so you would think it would drive a lot of people to not like Windrose.
Mm-hmm.
But what's funny is, because Ubisoft spent a year, well, technically 9 years, telling everyone that this was going to be the greatest game of all time. They spent a year and a half telling people that it was the first quad A game, that this was going to knock your socks off. They put about $1 billion in the game. It's one of the most expensive video games ever made.
For Windrose?
No. Skull and Bones.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
No, I did know that. You did say
that. And Windrose was able to make comparable ship combat for probably less than $1 million.
Yeah, I mean, that's ridiculous, and that's why Ubisoft deserves all this shit they get from fans. It really is.
So I spent a lot of time last night and this morning. Excuse me. That's why I'm yawning, because I was up till 5 a.m. playing this. I spent a lot of time crafting bases, increasing, or upgrading my weaponry, upgrading my clothing, and all that kind of stuff. And mostly the only annoying thing I've dealt with so far is just the sheer amount of stuff that you need. So I'm in the final area of the early access, and I mean, what am I at now? 80 hours of gameplay? Let me check real quick. 70 hours. I'm 70 and a half hours into this game. I was talking to you about this the other day. I've got 70 and a half in this. I've got 85 in Crimson Desert. And I cannot think of the last time that I had 2 games come out in a month that I put 80 hours in to both of them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's for Crimson Desert, I would say, and I know we'll talk about this more later, but yeah, I haven't been this addicted to a game in a long time.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because the only thing that has made me completely abandon Crimson Desert is the fact that this is Pirates.
Of course.
If this was anything else, I definitely would still be playing it, but I would have gone back to Crimson Desert.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm still kind of sitting here thinking about just how much. I mean, I've got 85 hours in Crimson Desert.
I do think
I have a lot to do.
You know what's funny? I was going to say, I think I'm only at I'm at 50%, but so I'm at 50%, but I only have 50 hours logged in the game. Mm-hmm. So I've just been going ham, trying to I'm super I try not to do a lot of just running around aimlessly, which is how a lot of people play, but I tend to.
It's exactly what I've been doing.
I tend to be a little bit more practical with knocking out the list of challenges and stuff, which I don't normally do in these type of sandbox games.
Yeah, well, it's funny because with Windrose, it's got lists of challenges and things that you need to do as well, but they're things that it's almost like you play the game on the way to go get the stuff to upgrade your stuff.
Mm.
It is actually very similar to the way that at least I was playing Crimson Desert.
I was gonna say that actually does sound like Crimson Desert too.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know do you think we're on a path back to sandbox games, or do you think this is just kind of a coincidence?
Personally, I'm gonna go on the side of coincidence. I do think based on the gameplay that I was watching, because I did, like, when I was at work, I threw on like a long 2-hour gameplay. I still think so. Okay, it's not grabbing my attention, and I'm not going to download it and play on mouse and keyboard just for this game specifically. I think for you, this is you're probably having an absolute blast. But to draw in like myself, like a normie, you could say, for a style of game like that, it doesn't draw my attention enough to want to download it and play it personally. But I do think, though, we are due as, like, because I like pirate shit too, you know. So I think a AAA studio, it'd be nice to get a full blown kind of AAA game set in a pirate. And I think Skull and Bones, they tried to do that, but like, how are you going to throw $1 billion into a game that's just the shit?
Skull and Bones' terrible thing was making the ship the character.
Well, yeah,
and not allowing you to actually, you know, go out and explore yourself.
And that's my point that I was going to bring up, is that, like, it's just maybe because it was obviously they were working on Black Flag Resynced at that point too.
Well, no. So, and we'll get into Black Flag Resynced as well, but they make Black Flag in what, 2012, something like that, and it blew past everything they expected. They immediately started working on Black Flag 2, and about a year later, they decided to make their own, make a non-AC pirate game, and that's what that developed into. Then, about a year later, so this is probably about 2015, they decided to make it an MMO, and they spent about 2 to 3 years, I think, making an MMO, and they were about $350 to $400 million in at this time. And then, come 2018, they changed their minds, and they said, "Okay, it's going to be a single-player game." And at that point, they're, you know, 600 million in. They keep going, and you know, they did some like beta testing stuff in, I think, like 19 or 20, and it was trash. That no one liked it. It was doing terrible stuff. So they decided to remove the player aspect. They took away, you know, the exploring, and they basically just made it a ship game. And you can still get off your ship and go to the shops and walk around places, but for the vast majority of the game, it is you on a ship.
So, par for the course, just bad decision after bad decision from that studio.
Should have just stuck with making Black Flag 2.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind it just wouldn't make sense to have Black Flag and then make their own standalone pirate series, is that, like, when you already have the framework. So maybe now their thought process is, because they just went through a whole bunch of layoffs earlier this
year. Then they're reorganizing the entire.
Yeah.
Like, I think Ubisoft at the end of this year is going to look nothing like the company it looked like going into 2020.
So I'm thinking they release Resynced. Hopefully they pull in a bunch of money from that, and then maybe they go right into Black Flag 2, which is the initial plan.
Well, if they're smart, if Ubisoft's smart, which, I mean, let's be honest.
I think it just depends on the personnel, like you said.
What they could do, what they should do, is they should go from Black Flag Resynced in July 6th, I believe, into the year, the new Division or Ghost Recon game. Then sometime next year, whichever one they don't put out at the end of the year, they put that one out. You got 3 good back-to-back games that people buy, spend money on. Whether or not you do the what do you call it? The loot crates or all that kind of stuff that they were doing towards the end of Assassin's Creed doesn't really change anything. Make your money and start putting out good games. Because, I mean, 2010, I can't think of another studio other than Ubisoft that if they announced a new game, I was like, let's go.
No, agreed. I mean, I up until this point, I was pretty much done with Ubisoft wasn't planning on getting it. Like, you know, I didn't get the last one, and I'm
Mirage. Is that what it was?
I guess technically I'm the big one though, because Mirage was.
Oh yeah, Shadows. I completely forgot about it.
I wasn't gonna get that game. Depending on, I really wasn't happy with Valhalla, and you know, yeah. So I don't see anything illogical with what you're saying. But anyway, back to Windrose. Do you feel like it's meeting all of your expectations that you were?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The only thing that I'm slightly annoyed about is I don't love that ship combat has become repetitive. But I don't see how you make it not repetitive. The thing that Sea of Thieves has with ship combat is that your ship combat's against a person. So it's always going to be a little bit different. But when you go against a computer, there's only so many ways that you can, you know, code that fight for it to be different. What I wish would happen more of is I wish that the enemy ships would act differently. So anytime you come up on a group of 3 or 4 enemy ships, they always come right at you. They fire a couple shots from their front cannons. You fire a couple, take down about a third of their health, and then you sweep them with broadsides. I just think they should be a little bit more, not custom, but there should be more scripts than just the same one over and over.
And I don't think you're necessarily wrong, but the way I'll look at it, if you're working with a $1 to $2 million budget, at the end, because there is a way to code that where you use a generative AI system where like that you apply to those enemies or ship types, that it won't be the same. It won't be the same outcome, or you know, it won't have that pattern that you're talking about. But again, right, like if they're building this on a smaller budget, then they're not going to have the money or resources to allocate to what you're talking about, right? And maybe after this game, and they do a Windrose 2 5 years down the line, maybe they do apply that type of coding to it.
Sorry, the Twitter is going all over the new manifesto, so I was just taking a look. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
But no, it's been a lot of fun. I'm really excited for Resynced, which I think we should probably go into a little bit.
All right.
That's coming out in July. So I've got 2 months really to finish everything. Isn't going to happen. I got no shot of hell.
Than me.
Yeah, I mean, I need to finish Windrose. I think I can finish that this week. Then I need to finish Crimson Desert. If I go hard, I think I can finish Crimson Desert.
And with Crimson Desert, like I keep asking to ask people, like, what is your understanding of finish, or like what you mean by finish? Because it's kind of an endless game. Because
I want to complete the game. I want to finish the story.
Okay.
The chapters. And I want to get my dragon, my mech suit. I want to finish the serpent quest.
Yeah.
And I guess do the abyss. Finish the abyss.
Okay,
so that's finishing for me.
That's my goal, and I'm actually waiting to get. I do want to complete at least 2 or 3 of the faction houses. You know, those quest lines, just to, you know, I'm sure just because it'll add more meat to the overall.
Well, what I was kind of hoping was you could like pick a faction and be like, okay, y'all are gonna take over everything.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like you can.
No, I think it's gonna be. I forget basically it's Hernand. I forgot who.
Yeah. So I wanted to make everything blue. But I don't think you. I don't think you can defeat Desland or whatever it is. The Red House, I don't think you can defeat them to the point that they don't exist anymore.
Well, there's Demnis and Delicia or something.
Okay, yeah, both of them. I wanted to eliminate both of them.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can.
But yeah, Black
and
Flag.
then I want to do the Abyss. But I've got to get Crimson Desert done by mid-May, because then Horizon 6 comes out in mid-May. That's going to be a week or two for me. It's not going to be a lot. Then I need to do through the rest of May and June. I need to start and do Death Stranding 2, then Pragmata. Pragmata, I think, is going to take me 5 hours. I think it's going to be like a day, maybe 2 days straight. But Death Stranding, I mean, the first one, I mean, how much time did I put in the first one? That took me a while. That was like, I think, almost over a month. Oh no, only 88 hours. Okay. It's not bad. For a Konami game, it's not bad at all. And then resynced. So that's
you've got a busy couple months ahead of you.
Yeah.
But going back,
a nice problem to have.
Absolutely. But going back to Black Flag, to be completely truthful, I don't know why, but like when it first came out, I just didn't. That was the first game that they introduced ships into and water travel, and I was not liking it. Like I was too
really?
stuck in my ways of like just wanting to do, assassinations, parkour, and that was kind of like the first shift. That was the first shift Ubisoft kind of had, going from a kind of not kind of on rails, not really on rails, but you know what I'm getting at.
Exactly. Right? Yeah, I know what you mean.
They started to broaden their overall product, and so I just wasn't too happy with that. And like the first ship battle that happened, I basically put it down. So I probably only logged like maybe maybe a couple hours in that game, and then put it down and really didn't play much past that.
Do you think you're going to get resynced?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to give it a serious shot this time.
Yeah. Because it's quite a good story.
And then also, actually, this is a good point too. I made myself a little reminder. So do you think then the mechanics of the ship simulation in Skull and Bones, if they're using the same engine now for the resynced, and if it's going to be basically a copy and paste style of water combat, but in resynced now?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. But that's because the Skull and Bones combat was, for the most part, a copy and paste of Odyssey, which was a copy and paste of Black Flag. So their combat has been relatively similar. The only thing, and I'll pull it up real quick.
Yeah, but there were no cannons in Odyssey.
No, but there were arrows. You had archers on it. The one thing, and I'm going to see if I can make it pretty clear that they're copying stuff from Skull and Bones. Bless you.
Thank you. Huh?
You getting sick?
No, I don't think so. Just a little.
Hope not.
Probably summer.
Honestly, it would suck to be sick. I hate getting sick.
No, I don't think I'm sick.
I
should probably take some antihistamines though.
I had to call out 2 weeks ago, and it kind of sucked.
I've told you, Caleb. New game releases doesn't warrant you calling out.
No, honestly, it wasn't. it wasn't a new game release. Could have been, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I'm just playing.
Okay, here's what it was. Share screen. So this was kind of the proof that they're going after.
I was just going to ask you to pull up this latest trailer.
Yeah. So they talk about what you're going to be able to do.
Now equipped with even more firepower, Draktor can conquer the high seas like never before.
Damn. So you can... I see that. I see what you're talking about. Because that looks almost exactly like the arrows.
For every weapon. You now
So
have
these
more
different
power
types
and
of
flexibility
cannons,
to overcome
Yeah,
opposing
the
ships in any
basically, you basically fire artillery now.
yeah. So in the first one, you had cannon, and then you had, I think, like a single cannon shot thing that would go up and down. But this one, it's pretty clear they're taking elements from Skull and Bones. Now, again, the big failure of Skull and Bones was not the ship combat, even though it did get kind of repetitive. But it was still, unless you went back to like the opening area 20 hours in, it was still difficult combat. The failure of Skull and Bones was them just kind of saying, all we're going to let you do is sail.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No one wants. I mean, if they're going to do that, they should have done some random like Armada game, right?
Yeah.
Where you're...
Well, and putting it in India was really dumb. They put it off the coast of Madagascar. They put it off the coast of Madagascar, in between Madagascar and India, and they really should have just stuck it in the Caribbean. Give us English and French vessels to sink. Don't give us, some Dutch bullshit.
Yeah, I agree, but ultimately, no one wants. How can you market a game as a pirate game and all you can do is sail around? Now, can you raid a ship, like get on it and then go fight them with your sword?
I don't remember if you could. You can in this one, but I don't remember.
That's
if you
like
could
half of the cool part about like like old ship battles like this is. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited.
Well, and that's probably my failure in Windrose. So you can do that in Windrose as well, but I don't, because I'm much better at just sinking the ship instead of getting on the ship and then saying, "Okay, all 9 of y'all rush me."
Yeah, well,
so not a huge fan of that.
And you don't have a crew, right?
You do, and they will get on, but you have to upgrade them so they get better. And I'd rather upgrade my cannon.
Sounds like you're taking a shortcut, Caleb.
100%. Oh yeah, no, 100%, absolutely. But if I can sink the ship instead of having to get on the boat and spend another 20 minutes fighting everyone,
yeah,
let's do it.
I would get bored just only sinking ships. I can't deny it looks good. It visually looks good.
Yeah.
Boarding parties and fort raids.
See, that looked
all
fun.
Of these are back, and they're challenging, dangerous, and exciting as ever.
And everything down to combat looks like an older style Assassin's Creed game.
Yes. So they're very clear.
And Deadman Smith.
That's Matt Smith.
Has a unique narrative quest.
Like, I hated Valhalla for that reason, because it just feels like clunky, boring combat.
From their special gameplay abilities. Deadman Smith, for example, unlocks a double shot from broadside weapons.
Like, when I play Assassin's Creed, I don't want to have that typical RPG hack and slash, fighting mechanics. And don't get me wrong, that has a place in other games, but like it's Assassin's Creed.
Black Flag Resynced. We set out to reconnect with the heart of Black Flag. From the start, the intention was clear: deliver a faithful and enriched experience grounded in what players loved. We've rebuilt.
I will say that dude has not slept. That dude has not slept in 3 days.
Yeah, they gave
so much Adderall.
I was gonna say they gave him the special IV that before that interview.
Expect fully overhauled visuals, new additions that deepen its world, and enhanced gameplay both on land and
they really upgraded the visuals.
Movement now flows more naturally from one action to the next, whether you're doing parkour across rooftops in Havana or fighting on the docks.
You know what? It looks like there's
the latest design improvements from recent Assassin's Creed.
A top executive with a fucking revolver
pointing
at him while he's talking.
A more dynamic
Say the right thing.
Driven by precise parries and takedowns. Stealth gets its share of improvements too, and the ability to crouch anywhere. They open up more tactical routes and subtle approaches, letting you shape the adventure the way you want. Naval gameplay also follows the same philosophy and offers more tactical options. New officers will
You're an
join
assassin.
your
That's
crew
the best
with
part
powerful
about
droids.
Assassin's Creed. Is
While the Jackdaw's
stealth
weapons
Nah,
can be
kill
upgraded
'em
with
all.
new modes
I
to
love
change
You
up
don't
the
need to
fight.
be.
The
You don't
scene now
need
plays
to
an active role in
assassinate
how
anyone
you'll
if
be
everyone's
challenged by the
dead.
elements.
You don't
Whether in
need to, and if you
waves
get
will
caught,
influence how
you
your
can,
ship
you
will
can always
handle,
start
while
killing
preserving the
everyone.
pace and freedom players remember.
But I love
Assassin's Creed Black Flag
creeping
Resynced
around.
matters deeply to us and to you. That's why we took the time to rebuild it
Is
the
he
care
gonna
it
say
deserves.
it?
This remains a solo,
Here we go.
adventure, and character-driven experience. It is not an RPG. The focus
Literally says, wait, go back and pause it where he says not an RPG.
Adventure and character-driven experience. It is not an RPG.
Pause. That's where where the exec is pointing here right at his head. The eyes. Like, see?
I think my thumbnail is gonna have this guy on it. I think I'm just gonna stick him in like the lower left-hand corner.
You should snapshot that and saying it is not an RPG. That's funny, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick him in the lower left-hand corner.
The focus stays on how you play and how you explore the world. And as we develop the game, we organize dedicated.
This is what I want to start with. We'll go back to that.
Matt Ryan here, the voice of Edward Kenway. And this is Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. 13 years after the original, this remake brings the classic game back to life.
God, looks
Rebuilt
really
from
good.
The ground up with the latest
And I hope they
Anvil
do
engine
the
to deliver the most
customization,
thrilling pirate adventure.
Customization in what way?
Oh, I'm a sucker for like finding or earning different like suits,
Outfits. Yes,
outfits.
yes.
And the old Assassin's Creed did that fucking beautifully. where
Yes,
you had like 20 options.
Oh yeah, you would spend 3 hours 8 hours looking for all the little crypt seals that you could go get.
Absolutely.
Ezio shit or auditories,
Absolutely.
not Ezio auditory. First one.
The first guy. I know who you're talking about. The basically the first assassin.
Altair.
Altair.
Yep,
I forgot his name.
Altair.
Set sail.
Dash my buttons. Your life seems
There's
a
Steve
grand,
Bonnet.
I may say. So full of adventure.
You play as Captain Edward Kenway, a rebellious scoundrel eager to make a name for himself in the pursuit of glory.
I can't deny I'm excited for it. I never thought I'd see myself in 2026. I'm excited for an Ubisoft or Assassin's Creed.
Right?
Shut your bloody gob or I'll fill it with shot. You hear me?
I'll fill it with shot.
After crossing paths with the Assassins and Templars, Edward is drawn into their centuries-old conflict with secret locations and legendary treasures at stake. Along the way, he joins forces with infamous pirates such as Anne Bonny, Charles Vane, and Blackbeard.
Okay, in the first one, can you pause it for a second? When this first came out, what was the balance ratio of this setting and the like the present day setting? You know, do you remember? I forgot what they call it. The synchronization.
90-10.
Perfect, because I felt like there's way too much in the recent games.
So
I hate
there
doing
there
those
will
puzzles.
there will be none in this.
Really? How do you know that?
They already said.
Oh, fantastic.
There will be no modern day setting in this game.
Wow. It's almost like they listened to a bunch of people bitching about their games for the past 10
Well,
years.
and I tell you what's so funny is no one really gave a shit when it was Desmond. Because Desmond was in.
Yeah.
Because Desmond was the connection. Now that you're jumping through Belial and all these people, it's like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
And that you're dealing with lesbians.
And it
That's
just takes away from the fucking story. Like, no one's playing that to play it, in those futuristic settings.
Establish a short-lived, lawless republic following the pirate code and defying empires built on cruelty and greed. Together, in their search for freedom, power, and riches, they'll fight across a treacherous tropical paradise, from dangerous waters to dense jungles, untamed lands, and bustling.
Oh, I can't wait to start running around an island.
Oh yeah.
Go hunt for treasure.
Gotta go to the top of every church and jump.
Jewel of the Caribbean ruled by Templars, to Kingston's bustling trade hub, and Nassau.
Have you noticed in the newer games, you'll go to a viewpoint, jump, and you'll miss the thing sometimes? Before, it was just an automatic.
I'm always scared. I'm always looking down, going, where is it? Where is it?
Because then you just die.
Oh,
You're like,
God.
Textures.
Yep.
Enhanced lighting. Strikingly detailed environments. And a new dynamic weather system.
Oh, that's going to be annoying, honestly.
Even underwater exploration is more expansive, more beautiful.
Dynamic weather systems tend to kind of suck when it comes to rain.
With seamless access to cities and locations, the world feels truly alive.
So is the main port Nassau?
I don't think there's a main one, but yeah, you can go to Nassau, you can go to Jamaica. I think Port Royal's there.
Danger is never far away. Time to draw swords, lads. The combat system has been entirely reworked into an action-oriented experience.
Fucking love dual wield.
While wielding dual swords, pistols, and hidden blades, every move now plays a specific role with faster, more fluid attacks and combos.
Ooh, that was cool.
Land a perfect parry to open up your target for an instant kill, then follow with up to 4 chained takedowns. Use walls, ledges, and breakables to your advantage. Keep track of your opponent.
This looks miles better from what they've been putting out recently.
Yeah.
And what they need to do is
the heavy guys.
They need to just keep building games like this. You know, like combat-wise.
Whether you're on the hunt or on the run, mastering your environment is key. As you navigate through cities and jungles,
the one complaint I keep hearing about the parkour is that it still has that little pause. So when you jump, there's like a slight pause in the air, and then it goes.
These options offer a range of
reactive
movements.
So you'll see that it's almost like the camera's trying to catch up. So you see what I'm saying? It's not pause, but it's like a slow-mo type thing.
I don't mind that.
I don't either, but apparently there are people that don't like it.
I still think they the one good thing they've done is like they are they have the best parkour system out of any game. But
yeah,
like they just it's uncontended with, in my opinion.
This I'm very happy about this.
Discovered meant instant desynchronization. Yes, this was a pretty big pain point. We remember.
What?
Now.
So wait. What was happening there?
So when you got caught eavesdropping in the past, that was it. You were done. Now you can save it by basically assassinating the person and getting the secret.
Will react, and you must adapt accordingly.
You know, the perfect parry visualization looks pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
I like that they did a little...
It becomes very obvious that you've done it. I like that.
Of course.
And then you're obviously gonna be able to upgrade your ship, right? Get better.
Yeah.
Better
weapons.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Your name
tongue twister for me for some reason. Better weapons.
What a beauty.
The Jackdaw.
Set sail and freely roam the Caribbean. Now equipped with even more firepower, the Jackdaw can conquer the high seas like
we can
never
skip through
before.
a little bit of this.
Yeah.
Challenging.
So this is right about where we were.
Deadman Smith, for example.
Yeah. So see there. Oh, hang on, let me go back.
From their special gameplay abilities, Deadman.
See there, you're gonna have all these different types of cannons that you can get, and these look like they're ones based just off of this one officer, instead of the ones that you can go to your shop and buy. But in the past, all there was a single mortar, whereas we saw earlier in the video that they're going to have like missile launcher is probably not the right word, but it's going to have a multi-shot mortar.
Smith, for example.
And you'll have
unlocks
forward
a
cannons
double
and
shot
rear
from
cannons, or
broadside
probably
weapons.
just.
So I don't remember if there's rear ones, but yeah, I'm pretty sure there's stern chasers. Let's see. I don't think I saw any behind him.
Your crewmates and trusty pet.
Oh yeah, you
That's
get a
right.
pet too.
You can now find a
Yeah, I
cat
didn't see
or
that.
monkey
I'm gonna get a
for
parrot.
Jackal.
Or a monkey, I mean.
Monkey or cat.
Yeah, monkey or cat.
Steer through
I'm getting
violent
neither.
storms, rogue waves.
Oh.
Just soak up the sun, regaled by shanties new and old.
Yeah, I'll definitely not
Time
be
for
doing
us to leave her.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced offers a deeper, more immersive adventure.
They also announced that this is not the last redo. That they are working on a remake of one of the older ones as well.
Ones for the officers you met earlier, and just between you and me.
Well, what do you think that could be? Because it can't be.
I think it's probably gonna be 2. I think they're gonna redo 2.
Defy Empire.
Yeah, but like you'd have to do the trilogy.
Yeah.
If you redo one of those, it has to be you have to do
so
all 3.
Unless it's 1 or 3, I think they're gonna redo the Ezio trilogy. Because think about it that way.
Cool.
If this is a success, which everything is pointing to it that it will be, and they announce in 7 months that Assassin's Creed 2 Resync comes out in March of 2027. Every 9 months, do another one. I guarantee you, more and more money.
I was gonna say though too. I don't disagree with that. That is absolutely logical. But if they give us a remake of 1 through 3, I'm gonna want technically the 5th game, because that's when you come back as Ezio, but you're older. I loved that one.
Yeah, Brotherhood and then Revelations.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think what they'll do is, unless they do the first one or the third one, I think they will do the Ezio trilogy.
Yeah, and Brotherhood, you were the native dude. You weren't.
Nope,
right?
nope, that's 3. So
okay,
the
so it went 1,
the
2,
Ezio trilogy, it went 1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, 3, Black Flag.
God, that's confusing. I forgot about that.
Uh-huh.
Wait, and so the Ezio storyline, you follow him 1, 2.
Nope. You follow Ezio Auditore in Assassin's Creed 2. That's when you meet him. Then Brotherhood is where he creates the Brotherhood, and then 3 is and then Revelations is old Ezio.
Right, but the American Revolution was in between that.
No, American Revolution was Assassin's Creed 3.
But I thought I remembered.
I'm pretty sure it came out.
I'm obviously misremembering.
Well, let's check.
I'm obviously misremembering something. I do remember though that.
So
was
Assassin's Creed 2007. Number 2 was 09. Then Brotherhood was 10. Then Revelations was 11. Then Assassin's Creed 12 and Assassin's Creed 3 and 12. Assassin's Creed 4 and 13. Rogue was also 14 at the end of the year.
What was the Native American one? Which one was that?
Assassin's Creed 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they did not do great with the titling of things.
No, it wasn't. It was kind of difficult.
That was one of my favorites. I would not mind a remake of that one.
Yeah, I love. So one of my favorite parts of 3 was the battle of I think it's Monmouth Hill, where you go and you eliminate 200 British soldiers.
Yeah.
Fucking redcoats.
Yeah. I mean, it was just, for me, it was the double tomahawks.
Mm-hmm.
I love that combat.
Did you play Rogue?
Is that the... Which one is that? No, I did not play this one.
So this was, I think, when they decided to pivot away from Black Flag 2, they poured everything into Rogue. And if I recall correctly, it is a female lead.
Female lead in synchronizing to the dude, right? That's what you mean?
No. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's Shay is the name of the character.
But this looks like a guy in all the pictures. Yeah, this looks like a guy. I'm just on Google Images.
Oh, yeah, maybe it is. So, yeah, voiced by Stephen Piovesan. Yeah, okay, that's dude. But I think he's actually a Templar who defects and joins the Assassin's Order.
What year does it take place? Like, what century, rather?
It's during the French and Indian War, so 52 to 60.
Where does it take place in the Americas?
Yeah, it's in the Caribbean, I believe.
Huh. Well,
oh, I'm sorry. He's an assassin who defects to the Templars.
Oh, what? So you're playing as an assassin who becomes a Templar?
Yep.
Don't know how much I like that, but
so this Rogue was, it got trashed on and it did not do very well. I really enjoyed it.
Again.
With Black Flag resynced.
The rest of this really is just kind of cast and crew and
we don't
people talking about like how it was important for them to come in and look at stuff. They apparently had a bunch of former players come and sit down and talk about what different parts of the game meant. They played what they had been working on and they told them where they thought they needed to make changes, which is a lot more to be said than anything that they've released in the last decade.
Agreed. And truthfully, I already watched through this whole thing. It's a lot of nothing burger. Okay, then. Well, we talked a little bit about Crimson Desert, but do you want to jump into that a little bit?
Yeah. Well, you've been playing a lot more than I have recently, so I'm gonna let you take the lead on that.
Yeah, I think overall, I'm gonna land it on about an 8 out of 10, and maybe by the end, it will either drop by 0.5 or increase by 0.5. But I think that's a fair score for me.
Yeah, I'm a little bit higher. I'm about an 8.5. I do think by the end of it that right now it is my game of the year.
I think it's a. Sorry, go on. I didn't mean to cut you.
I think based off of what I know coming out, I don't think Resync's getting it because they just don't do that. There's nothing coming out this year that makes me go, at least that I know of.
Yeah.
That makes me go, Crimson Desert for me right now is the lead, and I don't see how there's anything that could beat it.
Yeah, I definitely don't. I agree, and I think for gamers, this will be the game of the year, like true gamers, but I don't think those awards are going to do it justice, and they're probably going to, they might give it an award within that, but it's not going to win game of the year, in my opinion, just because based off of what all the critics have already, like the major gaming critics have already said about it. I think it's a really well put together game for a new studio. I know that they had success with MMOs in the past, which got them where they're, the ability to make this game. But there's definitely a lot of things that they need to iron out with it. Specifically, I think there's a lot of repetitiveness when it comes to dialogue from the NPCs that really does get annoying. Like, you've already gone through chapter 9, right?
Yes, I think I'm either on 9 or I'm on 10.
Have you fought through the black bears or the
the big camp?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so like I don't know if you remember, but like literally when you're running through and you're fighting, all you hear is "You're just the lapdogs of Jian," you know, and it's like over and over and over and over again. Like it's little nitpicks but it adds up, and it's like, dude, like you guys couldn't have figured out a couple more sentences to just, you know.
Yeah, the voice acting is very leaves a lot to be desired.
Also, I think part of it, and we discussed this a little bit, part of it is they started this out as a sandbox MMO, and then they turned it into a single player open world.
Yes, absolutely.
Sandbox. And I think part of it is because of that decision, they didn't have the infrastructure to completely start from scratch. And so they had to take what they had and maybe they didn't have the resources to allocate to really refining a well-written story that would be engaging. And I think hopefully on the second round, because I think they're going to make another game. They'd have to. Whatever they make,
it's definitely done well enough for them to have made enough to make another one.
And so what I'm thinking is that they need to refine certain controls and definitely make it a little bit more cinematic if they really want to access the full scope of single player story.
There's too much on this.
Yeah,
that's my big issue. You can do too many, which is a very weird problem to have. But there you can quite literally. There have been very few times that I've gone, I wish I could do that, and not been able to do that.
I think there's a happy medium between having too simple of controls where like yeah, because it gets boring if all you have to do is like spam one button to take out a whole army. I understand that, but you know, for instance, like control wise, I find it very frustrating that when you want to do your triple jump to get high to fly, that sometimes like you are too quick going from pressing square to hitting the right stick down, and it won't he won't instead of jumping, he'll what's it called? He'll do a force push because you were too fast with your, and that super irritating. Like if you're gonna make it a combo based, like they need to figure something out where it's, you know, if they follow, there's an easy way where if they follow Cliff's storyline further past the story and they move into another story with Cliff, they need to do something where, you know, he's already used to his powers. You don't have to click R3 anymore, you know, to fly. You just have to spam that square button, you jump up. Like to me, those little things don't really make sense to me why you would want that. You know, like why would you? I mean, to me, it's kind of a useless like combo.
Yeah.
You know, all you're trying to do is jump up and fly. Like, why add a combo in that? Personally, that's how I feel.
Pretty fucking fun. One thing I would love for there to have been is it's not really flying; it's falling with style. And I think there to be an actual flying element. Whether
did you steal that from someone or did you make that up?
Falling with style, I stole it from Toy Story. Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely that's absolutely from Toy Story. I mean, I pulled it, but yeah, I mean that's exactly where it's from.
Go on though.
I would like to see some sort of acrobatic, able to, you know, pull up and turn or something like that, instead of just constantly just always falling at an angle.
Would be pretty cool if they added a flying element. I don't think we're going to see it in any update, but that rolls me on to a praise that I have for the game. Look at the amount of updates they've given us, and the game is barely a month out. I mean,
and the amount that they are clearly listening. And the thing that I like is it's not like they're only listening to this one guy that's got 100,000 people watching him. They are literally paying attention to what everyone is saying.
I genuinely think they are paying a team of people to scrub every face of the internet and see and then coming up with a drawing board of what the positives are that are working and what people are saying negatively about what they could fix. How else are they? Dude, they've been fixing issues one after another. It's like, unless they're paying some guy to focus on Reddit and one guy to focus on YouTube and one guy to focus on Twitter, I don't see how they'd be able to collect all this information from people. Right?
I agree. Yeah,
I mean, it has
it. There is a lot to be. When the game came out, there. I won't say there were a lot of issues. There were plenty of issues, and none of them were game breaking. None of them were things that made you just completely hate the game. They were all, for me at least, quality of life things.
Yeah.
And almost every single one of them has been changed.
And I will say it's definitely not, if you were looking in there, or if you were entering that game thinking you were going to have an experience like Red Dead or like God of War, I could see a good amount of people quitting after the first maybe 5 hours, just because I would say I didn't fully understand how to play the game until about the 10-hour mark for me. I was aimlessly going around all right, well, what do I do here? Look up a quick tutorial. I was like, oh, okay, that makes more sense. But then after you start recognizing all the patterns of okay, so this means this now, it started to click. And now that I'm in 50 hours, I can run around flawlessly without any hiccups or anything like that, And I little tips and tricks too that I picked up from videos is if there's somewhere super far away, but you have already unlocked a good portion of your abyss, you just fast travel to the abyss and then you can drop down and hit different areas, which helped me a lot, So now I do have a question for you. Give me an odds on what you think about Pearl Abyss becoming a serious contender in the AAA world of video games.
I think it's going to depend on over the next decade. I think they'd have to release more than one game. They've been working on Crimson Desert for, I think it's 9 years now. So if they don't have another game out in a year of support, let's say 3 years, then no. Very low odds. But if they're able to start pushing shit out, I mean, I would say they're currently sitting at one of those AA studios that everyone's going, "Ooh, what are they going to do next?"
The only pushback I have on that is that's more on the quantity over quality side. And look at Rockstar. Look at Rockstar. They are absolutely a AAA contender.
They absolutely are.
People are scared to release their games in the same time frame that they do.
Yep.
So I will say, if they keep refining and if they double their quality every single game they release, I do admit, I don't want to wait another 10 years for a Pearl Abyss game. But if they crank one out in 5 years and they do maybe, if they're on that 2 games per decade, that could, in my opinion, give them 10 years, and they're probably they could probably have a fighting chance.
This is South Korea, right?
It is. No, it's North Korea, actually. Since they have all the resources to put together a studio.
I mean, it's the name of the country, man. It's called South Korea. I wasn't trying to insinuate that it wasn't North Korea. Come on. But yeah,
you see the logic behind my thought process.
I do,
on that?
absolutely, and I knew that one was coming. The only pushback I'll give on that is the only studio like that.
That has gotten away with it.
That you would say is a AAA studio is 3 to 4 games a year.
Yeah.
What I would like to see is
that's too many though. 3 to 4 games a year.
I think it could be too many.
Look what happened with Ubisoft.
I'm sorry, not a year, a decade. I meant a decade. Yeah. No, that's way too many a year.
That I understand that too.
What I would like to see is I'd like to see them come out towards the end of the year, maybe at the Video Game Awards, and just say thank you all so much. This has been so incredible. We do have an idea for another game.
Yeah, that all sounds great.
And next year, come back and have some sort of teaser. But being wary that there will never be another studio that's allowed to drop a teaser and then not have an update on that game for 7 years. cough, cough, Obsidian.
Oh, Obsidian, yeah. And he just like, have you seen those comments that he just wants people to forget about it?
Dude,
he's like, why is everyone getting on my case about this?
What a dumbass.
You're talking about Elder Scrolls, right?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
Elder
yeah.
Scrolls 6?
He's like, because you dropped a teaser and you got everyone hyped up and waiting for it. And we're close to a decade now. It's like 8 years.
It's completely bullshit.
Yeah, it's like, here's Elder Scrolls 6. Actually, no, here's Starfield, and we didn't deliver on anything.
Genuinely. And then, of course, get angry at us for getting angry at you for lying about what Starfield was going to be.
Yeah. Oh, he came out and got mad about that?
Oh, yeah, he was upset that people got angry about not being able to fly from planet to planet, just planet to planet. He was angry that people got upset that the maps weren't real. So the planets aren't real. You land in specific locations. The game builds something about 1,500 meters around where you land, and that's it. You cannot go from the city and walk around the planet.
Which the problem is that he opened his mouth and marketed it as such. and that actually goes back to Pearl Abyss. They did deliver on everything that they said they would. Now, it's not a perfect game. Like, there's some things that they had to work out, but like everything that they showcased in those trailers, like, you can absolutely do.
Yes, yeah, and that's what I love. Yeah, and they didn't come out and say, "Hey, you're going to be able to do this," and then you can't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Will, is there anything else about Crimson Desert you want to talk about?
I think I'm good.
What do you think about this Xbox news?
Are you going to pull something up?
I was assuming that you knew what I was talking about.
Nope.
You don't know. What's this? Are there rocket shoes in Crimson Desert?
I don't know, but I know there's jetpacks.
There sure are. Hang on.
Pleased to meet you.
What the fuck?
Wait for it. Yes, please. I need those.
So I wonder if you can glide and then hit square and then jump off the water.
Well, if he's smart, he'll show us.
He's not, though.
No, clearly not smart.
Huh.
That's disappointing. Yeah, so there is some Xbox news. So I want to start with let me pull it up. So remember what's her name? This new Asha Sharma became.
Oh, you're talking about her announcement and going through
whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
a lot of stuff. So Asha Sharma became the CEO of Xbox 2 months ago.
Yeah,
and they had to fabricate a Xbox history for her. They had to, they created a new gamer tag. All this stuff. It made everything look like this was just going to be another dumpster fire of a hire. We've had like 4 announcements this week. Xbox Ultimate or Xbox Game Pass Ultimate cut from $30 to $23.
Right.
Good move in the right direction. That Project Helix is the code name for the next gen console. rebranded Microsoft Gaming back to Xbox.
Did see that.
Completely removed every shred of this is an Xbox marketing. Committed to human crafted games and ruled out low quality AI content. And boosted direct fan engagement on X with faster response and updates. She went and did and we got a new logo, which is down here, right here.
Which is the old logo.
Yeah, which is the old logo. But also removed, I mean, there's nothing minimalist about that logo. None of this minimalism shit. Honestly, this is the thing that like makes me the most happy. This and the Game Pass thing.
I think well, yeah, you know what it is? It's tilting the hat back to what made the company what it was, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And showing respect for what was built previously. I think she came in there, and this is just hypothetical, obviously, but I think she came in there, built a team, asked them to, you know, figure out what fans are wanting, what they're upset about. Kind of the same thing with what I said about Pearl Abyss, and they probably, you know, listed out for her what they think would work, and she probably just listened to that. You know, I mean, kind of crazy when you start thinking like, oh yeah, if you just actually give people that support your company the time of day, maybe good things will happen.
So, in a new mission statement of sorts, emailed to Xbox staff and posted on Xbox Wire, the new Xbox CEO Asha Sharma and Xbox Chief Content Officer Matt Booty, what a name, laid out new priorities and objectives for the Xbox team. The post titled "We Are Xbox" admits that new feature drops on console have been less frequent. Our presence on PC isn't strong enough. Pricing is getting harder for people to keep up with. And core experiences like search, discover, social, and personalization still feel too fragmented. Developers and publishers are asking for more too. Better tools, better insights, and a platform that helps them grow faster. So one of the biggest issues that studios have when they release on both Xbox and PlayStation is that they have to pick a primary system. Avalanche Studios picks PlayStation. So whenever they release anything that's also on Xbox, they have to delay everything by months because Xbox does not allow things to be released with a crash or bug rate above a certain number, or I guess above a certain number. And you're only able to test that with, the big studios probably get more options, but small studios are only able to test that once a month. They basically send their stuff in, it gets tested, and then the report gets written on whether or not they can release their new update on Xbox. Avalanche Studios dealt with this during the second Generation Zero update, where they had to delay it on Xbox by, I think it was like 6 months, because they could only ever go once a month to test it. Xbox would not provide them with the code of an Xbox so that they could test it on there, because it's different from, you know, going out and buying an Xbox. It's something I don't understand it, but there's just something different about it. So allowing smaller studios, allowing more indie studios, which in the last 2 or 3 years, these indie studios have really become a lot better. You know, this is not the same indie studios we had 20 years ago that all they did was release, a different wrap of the same game.
Sure.
So allowing these indie studios to kind of work better, whether it's in the Xbox Partner Program, which I think is a bad idea, or just having access to the tools that allow them to build for your console is a much better way of doing it. This letter promises Xbox will be built to be affordable, personal, and open. We will offer flexible pricing, so it's easier to get started and keep playing, while citing 4 priorities: hardware, content, experience, and services. In hardware, Xbox will seek to stabilize Gen 9 as a healthy and high-quality base and deliver Project Helix to lead in performance and play your console and PC games. The big problem I think that the next gen of consoles have is most of us already have computers. Now, you've made a point in the past that I think is an excellent point, that there's just something else different about being able to sit on your couch and play a game.
Yeah.
I genuinely would rather sit on my couch than in my chair at my desk. It would be so much more fun.
And I could be, I mean, I've never actually looked into it. Personally, I'd be surprised though if there were more PC gamers than both PlayStation and Xbox gamers combined. I'd be highly shocked.
I know there are more Steam gamers. So Steam hit a record. Not recording. $41.6 million concurrent players on Steam 6 months ago.
Well, okay, so as of late,
you got to assume that a decent number of those have consoles as well.
I know, but like that's true, which is why there's nuance to this. But you know, just doing a quick search, PlayStation alone, approximately 123 to 129 million monthly active users, and that's just PlayStation. So even if we chop the number in half,
so Newzo, I don't know who that is. I can't click on it. That's mobile gaming.
And
so
Xbox has approximately 500 million.
Yeah, so this report says that roughly 907.5 million people are PC gamers, compared to 629.5 million console players in 2024. That's 2 years ago.
So the numbers are a little bigger.
Yeah, I mean, I would plus or minus probably 100 on either side.
Yeah.
But what the next gen needs to do, it needs to offer, because we already know that we already know that Xbox and Sony lose money on every console. Their goal is to get people somewhere to buy the consoles so that you play the games. So what the two of them need to do, because we already know Sony's going to do this, they've already announced they are no longer bringing Sony Studios games to PC. So Xbox needs to say, okay, fine, no more Xbox games to Sony either. And they need to keep that shit on Xbox. The problem is, and I was talking about this on XCast the other day, there is not, ever since Halo came to PC in 2007, there's not a single game that has ever come out on Xbox that has not come out on computer. So that's what Xbox is dealing with. Okay, you've got to convince someone to not play on their PC. How do you do that?
Which PlayStation already has that in their toolbox.
Well, yeah, they do now, because they say we're not going, or they say you're not going to be able to play it for the first 8 or 9 months, like Death Stranding 2.
Yeah, that's why I think a timed exclusive is better than an all.
Oh yeah, I am a much bigger fan of timed exclusives. I think that's something that Xbox should do. Now, I think with your, let's call it, sister system between Xbox and PC, I think it should be a shorter period. But like, it doesn't need to be 9 months. It doesn't need to be an entire baby. But I think I think you say, you want to play this game, you gotta have it first on Xbox for 3 months.
Yeah,
something like that. And then they also talked about wanting to allow the player to design their own Game Pass. And I like that, because there's one of the reasons I went from Xbox Ultimate or Game Pass Ultimate to Premium, not only just because the cost was half, but also I don't play Fortnite. I don't need Fortnite shit. So I would pay $20 a month to get day one access, maybe some sort of thing where you pay $15 a month, you get 2. Like you can select 2 or something like that. And because there's the odds of me having 2 games a month or more than 2 games a month that
Very
I want,
slim.
very slim. So I would take that, Uplay, and EA access. Give me those 3. I'll pay $15 a month.
Yeah,
absolutely easy.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I don't need. And which is why they're talking. They've already announced that Call of Duty going forward will not come out day one on Xbox anymore.
Yeah,
or on Game Pass, I should say. But I am very happy to admit that right now it looks like I was wrong about this new CEO.
Yeah, no, and I think she's doing the right things, and again, probably most likely listening to the negatives, which is very important when you're running a company, in my opinion. And yeah, I mean, I'm actually highly considering buying an Xbox and just having both running both consoles. Just because, again, it's just more comfortable, like after work, to just come and like sit down and play some on my TV versus PC. But when there's a group of us in Discord and we all want to play the same game, like for Hell Let Loose, I do like having the option to jump on the PC and run Discord at the same time.
Absolutely.
I'm just very selective with the games that I choose to play on PC.
Yeah, no, I get that. If I had everything set up the way that I had thought about setting it up when I bought that, or when I started renting the apartment, I would probably spend a lot more time on my Xbox than I would on my PC. Yeah. But other than that, I kind of agree with you.
And I understand brand loyalty because, I mean, you definitely lean on the Microsoft side. But to me, the amount that you game on your PC, it would make more sense for you to actually have a PlayStation, in my opinion, for the games that you don't get access to.
Yeah. So the whole thing about no more PC games no more Sony games on PC is the one thing that's really made me think about getting a PlayStation. Yeah. But I think they're going to change their mind quicker than they think they're going to.
I personally
think they're going to lose a bunch of money.
I don't think you're going to. I wouldn't hedge my bets on that personally, but I mean, for instance, like the God of War remakes, it doesn't look like those are going to be releasing soon on PC after.
Yeah.
I mean, especially after this news, it's looking like those are going to stay on PlayStation. But
yep, it's really annoying. It's really annoying.
Yeah, and those. I know you're not like too happy with Ragnarok, but to me, I mean, knowing you, I don't think you would want to miss those games because those are going to be fun. Yeah.
Well, what's up, Raiders? X-Wing just raided us. I guess he finished up Pragmata, right? Today is X-Wing's 5th YouTube anniversary.
Oh, congrats.
5 years ago, that crazy guy with no facial hair decided to call into what's his name? Star Wars. What's that guy's name? The big Star Wars guy. The guy with like 4 million subs.
Star Wars Theory?
Yes, yeah. Called into Star Wars Theory and then created a YouTube channel. Yeah, you've heard that story. You pulled that story on him.
No, to be honest, I wasn't listening to you.
Okay.
I was looking for chat.
Yeah. Well, guys, what's up? We just finished talking about the new Xbox news. We went through all of the Galaxy Showcase. I think there were 4 things in it that were even mildly
1 or 2
interesting.
for me.
Yeah, there were 4 for me. And then we talked about Windrose and Crimson Desert.
And Black
So
Flag.
that was Black Flag. Yes.
Actually, we
yes.
spent a good chunk of the stream on Black Flag.
Yeah, it's going to be. I'm pumped.
Oh yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah, I cannot wait for it. And we got 2.5 months. I know you gotta go pee.
Yeah, I'm doing the dance right now.
Yeah, go, man. I appreciate you being here. Thanks so much.
It's a pleasure. And then maybe when the next State of Play or the next Xbox.
There should be a showcase in probably about another month.
All right, well, maybe we reconvene for that.
Absolutely.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you later.
Peace out, man.
Peace.
Clyde. Clyde comes in, gives 5 memberships. If you just got one of those memberships, let's see those actuallys in the chat. Awesome. How's everyone doing tonight? Did X-Wing finish Pragmata? What a savings. Hello. Did X-Wing finish Pragmata? Or did Pragmata finish X-Wing? It doesn't look like it's a hard game, is it? Let's pull it up and look. He did good. Honestly, it looks pretty fun. It reminds me a lot of what's it called? Death Stranding. Like I guess the designs of the people remind me a lot of it. Streamed 4 minutes ago. Yeah. Oh, that's cute. Awesome. I love it. It looks like such a good game. I know X-Wing being a girl dad, that game probably hits a lot more for him than it does than it probably will for me. But I'm excited to play it. Hopefully I get to it soon, man. We were talking about this earlier. I got so much shit. So I've got to finish Windrose probably in the next week. Then I've got to find a way to put another 90 hours into Crimson Desert in 2 weeks. Because Horizon 6 comes out. When does Horizon 6 comes out? May 19th. So I need to be done with Crimson Desert by May 19th. So that I can spend a week, maybe 2 weeks playing Forza Horizon 6. Then either Death Stranding 2 or Pragmata. I'll probably do Death Stranding 2 because that's going to take the longest. Then do Pragmata. And right about the time all that's over, it should be time for Black Flag Resynced. Debbie, good morning. Good morning, Debbie. Debbie, are you still on vacation? See, Debbie, because she lives in that socialist hellhole of Australia, Debbie works like 2 months a year. And it's bullshit. She knows I'm kidding. Comes from the land down under. She's back at work. Well, tell the kids we all say hello. Bad idea. A bit more than 2 months a year. Got it. Well, I think that's about it. I think I'm going to go play some Windrose. I'm not really going to continue the plot, so I might not stream it. I'm just gonna keep like building up. I don't know if y'all want to watch that. Vegemite sandwich. I think so, Mark. I think we're gonna do some Windrose. Marmite? Nah. Who's live? Nagranol is live. Go say hello to Nagranol, guys. Thank y'all for being here. X-Wing, thank you so much for the raid. Clyde, thank you for the memberships, man. And Breezy, thanks for the super chat. I hope y'all have a great night. I hope everyone has a great week. Do not forget, do not black pill. It is not worth it. There's good in this world left. There's good worth fighting for.